everyone, I'm Tiffany. Welcome to the Cinematic Reviewer. Today I'm reviewing I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025. And a spoiler warning, I am definitely going to be talking a lot about the plot points of this movie. Now, I really enjoyed this movie. Of the movies I've seen this year, I'm ranking it at number 2, so it's just after Final Destination Bloodlines and right before Companion. I like how the story did things differently than the original, but also paid plenty of homage to the first. Now, I hadn't planned on seeing this. I've never seen I Know What You Did Last Summer until July 19th this year, and I just was not impressed at all by the trailer. I just didn't think it looked very good. Once I watched the original and liked it, I was definitely considering checking this out. The trailer definitely didn't do this movie justice. It was very good and fun. I like how they showed plenty of kills and made the fishermen be super menacing. That was definitely lacking in the original. In the original, you really only got a good kill with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and at least the kill from Max, who's Leonard from The Big Bang Theory, at least with that one you saw a solid kill. For the most part, it is a little bit of what are you waiting for? So, seeing Sarah Michelle Gellar in a dream sequence was pretty cool. I definitely didn't expect her to show up. Now, Freddie Prinze Jr. as Ray definitely surprised me with him being the bad guy. It definitely went in a different direction than, say, Scream 2022, where they let the legacy characters only be good guys. It was surprising for sure, but very cool. There were definitely signs that he was suspicious. Certainly the part where Julie is chewing him out for telling them to not go and leave this place, to just go and try and find the killer, and how he hesitated in killing Stevie. Now, I really liked Danica. She was sweet and cheery and a very likable airhead. I was super duper glad she didn't end up dying. I was a little salty that they tricked us, though. I also thought Danica had the likeness of Florence Pugh, and I wasn't the only one who thought that. Man, dude, this movie really said, forget the police, forget religion, and forget these sexist men. Now, although I'm not for the Gen Z, or I guess Gen Alpha humor, I did think some of the dialogue felt pretty accurate to the generation. Certainly the obsession with astrology. That stuff, I was like, alright guys. Now, one of my all-time least favorite parts about this movie is when Ava and Milo are getting hot and heavy and she's like, choke me, punish me. Like, dude, what in the world? It felt very out of place. It certainly was not fitting for this movie, and in general is super messed up. Now, technically you can say the choking thing can fit for Milo getting choked, strangled by the rope in a scene very quickly after this. But it was very icky, 100% unnecessary. Now, I was very happy with the fact that Teddy's dad, Grant, got killed off. He very much deserved it. Man, he was really bringing on that rage-inducing in the audience. Like, bruh, are you serious? Man, the pastor's death was unbelievably brutal. Whole eyes gouged out and everything. Like, dude, whoa. Now, I thought the fight choreography at the end of the movie, the final showdown, was pretty weak. They definitely could have done better. The what are you waiting for? I definitely thought it was utilized well in this movie. Like, seriously, Ava, Julie has been monologuing with Ray for a very long time. Now is the time to go ahead and attack him before he gets you guys. I haven't watched the second I Know What You Did Last Summer movie, but after seeing Karina in the credits scene, I definitely want to. She was hilarious. Now, they obviously were setting up a sequel for this movie, and I definitely will go ahead and see it. Now, in my opinion, I Know What You Did Last Summer does not get enough love. But I thought the original and this movie were very enjoyable. In my opinion, I don't think Scream needs as much love as it does. Now, I really enjoyed Scream 2022 the first time I saw it, and I've watched Scream, Scream 2, which is one that I did enjoy, Scream 4, Scream 6. Just for the most part, the franchise isn't really for me. Now, I think part of it's because it's been overplayed with scary movie and pop culture references. And part of it is I never enjoyed the characters of Scream. I really liked the characters in the original I Know What You Did Last Summer movie and in this one. Speaking of Scream, the unmasking of the killer Stevie felt really reminiscent of Scream rather than I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I'm not at all saying this as a con, just something I noticed. Now here's one con I will give this movie. So by changing the accident and what the characters do this time around compared to the original, there's just way less justification for the killer to get revenge. In the original, they hit and kill the guy, they decide to cover it up, and they bring him down to the docks to dump his body in the water. Now in this movie, yes, them goofing off and almost causing the guy to careen over the edge, it is very bad for them. But at least they were trying to help and keep the truck up before it fell. With this movie being what it is, I expected Teddy was lying about the fact that he was going to contact the paramedics and police, but he didn't. The police and paramedics got there. I really don't think them not making a police statement was that big of a deal. The terrible thing they did last summer, manslaughter, is way more valid in the original than in this one. Now at least Stevie was mad and wanted revenge for them ruining her life, but the crux of the movie just doesn't hit the same as the original. Now another sucky moment was the whole AMC Nicole Kidman joke when they're on the cliff at the start of the movie. It is so eye-roll worthy, like dude, whatever. You could pretty much put any other joke there and I'd be okay with it. I'm really glad I saw this movie. It was way better than I expected, and I had plenty of fun. It's definitely been a toss-up with movies this year. Majority of them I hadn't planned on seeing, and a fair number of them I really couldn't stand. There were definitely some of them I enjoyed. At the end, with Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr., with them talking about nostalgia, and Julie's character saying it's overrated, it's a little like, dude, like, your movie would not exist if it weren't for nostalgia. Now, obviously it's not nostalgic for me because I just saw the original, but you get the idea. Now it does seem that Sony is doing pretty good with their movies this year. Now I am strictly speaking on the ones I have seen. I really can't vouch for the others, but just as an example, we've got Until Dawn, K-Pop Demon Hunters on Netflix, and then I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now fingers crossed, we get some decent movies for the rest of the year. Next up, I will be seeing Together with a Friend, and while I'm looking forward to it, I'm a little worried if it's going to be a little much for me. We'll just have to see how it goes. So if you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend you check it out, and if you were like me before July 19th, as I said, and you have not seen this franchise at all, I definitely recommend you check out the first one. If you want to check out the second one, I can't vouch for it, but I'm sure a little bit of it would then prepare you for this movie, but definitely see the new movie in theaters. It was very, very fun. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, comment below, and if you liked this video and would like to see more movie content, be sure to hit that subscribe button. See you guys next time. Bye!